We're going to be enjoying not only some wonderful food, but we're also going to be doing another option, the air frying.
Air frying. Oh my gosh, air frying can bring in so many different parts. And so this one we're going to do with steak and Brussels sprouts.
And you know,
both of them work great in the air fryer.
And who would have thought it? Because you think of French fries and you think of cheese sticks and all that. When you of course, are using the air fry, but this is why it's called the art, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to use two wonderful cuts of beef, correct?
Yeah.
And Brussels sprouts, something delicate, something so wonderfully flavored. No breading or topping or anything of this. So this is not what we assume is air frying.
Okay, so the cut of meat that I'm going to use for this is called Hangar steak. And Hangar steak is the second most tender cut of beef
Really?
in the beef. So next to tenderloin, beef tenderloin. But I like the Hangar steak the best because it's got a little more marbling of fat in it.
So where is that on the cow? Is that
well, it's right next to the beef.
front?
It's right next to the beef tenderloin.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, that's why they call it hanging tender.
Okay.
So this is what we have here, and what I want to do with that usually is just rub it a little bit with some salt and pepper. This pepper here is white pepper.
So some of the basics, right?
So just kind of rub that into it a little bit. Turn it over here. Do the same with that on that side.
And really, again, it's the importance is the quality of what the product is that you begin with.
Yep,
it doesn't matter if it's Brussels sprouts or, again, a wonderful cut of beef or chicken or fish. You can't start with a hamburger and end up with a filet mignon.
Absolutely, yeah. So with this one here, we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to make a red or pink peppercorn, Brazilian pink peppercorns.
Okay, all right.
And I've taken those and put those in a coffee grinder and just pulse them a few times so that they're just broken up. So you still want them to be in nice big pieces. So we'll take that here and just kind of push that into the steak. Push it in.
So is that going to do a double type of job? Is it going to give it a crustiness?
It's going to give it a crustiness
and
flavor. Now, if I put this many peppercorns, black peppercorns on a steak, it would be so peppery you couldn't eat it.
Okay.
So, but the pink peppercorns are not that strong. So we'll just put all those on here like this.
Kind of has a really
it's got a peppery flavor or smell,
but the texture too. I mean,
totally different.
It looks like it really is creating that crust, right? Yep. And that's what you're wanting to do with it.
It's something that people are really not that familiar with.
It smells wonderful.
Yeah, the pink peppercorns are really, really great this way. So completely coat the steak with those pink peppercorns.
Okay, great.
Push it all down in there really good. We'll get all of those on there. And then I'm going to go and pull one of the racks out of our air fryer.
Now, in doing this, Mark, in the air frying, and depending on what it is that you're going to be doing, obviously, is there a temperature setting on the air fryer?
Well, there are temperature settings for certain things. I usually use my own guidance on them, but they've kind of made it where there are guides for the different kind of food that you're going to use.
So what temperature are you thinking?
Well, for this one here, I'm going to use about 380.
380.
And let's see, I need this.
What is this?
Oh, it's hot.
Here, you need this.
Okay, spray the rack with it, with the extra virgin olive oil spray.
Mark never travels or leaves home without this. Okay?
That's my favorite thing.
This is better than duct tape, WD-40. It works on everything.
It is the cure-all of cooking.
Yeah, I think I've had a PB&J sprayed with olive oil. It's good for you.
So put it on here, kind of form your steak.
Okay.
Form it this way. And here, put it on here like
Careful.
this. I'm going to take these and put those on top of there. So I'm going to use up all of these peppercorns.
Smells wonderful. And what a great combination. Olive oil and peppercorn. That is just a great way to make a rub almost,
Yes.
too, right?
Yeah.
Or a crust.
And I'm going to take some more of this and spray it on top of there. And we're going to go ahead and put this in the air fryer. We're going to put it on the bottom shelf. So there again, the juices or the drippings will go down to the bottom.
Okay.
And
so always your protein is a good idea to put on the third level of you. And that's the nice thing about this air fryer, right? Versus another one that we've used before that's got one basket.
Right.
You can only really do one item at the same time, or they're in the same level. They don't have the different tiers.
They do have options that you can buy for them, which is another like a rack that fits on top of there, so that you could do it that way. I find that a bit cumbersome for myself, and I like the idea of having the racks come out here like this.
So now what are we going to do with Brussels sprouts?
So the Brussels sprouts. Okay, I'm just going to use one little side of it here because I've got everything else already done here. So
already cut?
Yeah. So what we did with all these Brussels sprouts is just cut off that little outside layer, cut just a little tiny bit from the bottom there, so that you have all of the rest of that there, and then just cut them in half. Cut them where the heart is down here, and then they all hold together. So we'll get rid of this here.
You know, Mark, I was not a big fan of Brussels sprouts until you introduced me to how to prepare them right. I mean, they are just so, they're a delicacy. It's a treat.
It's always been my favorite vegetable. And you can use them so many different ways, roasted like this, or air fried, roasted, but you put them also in the, cook them ahead of time, let them cool down completely, put them on a tray with roasted vegetables, carrots, zucchini, yellow squash, eggplant, all of that. But Brussels sprouts are also a good thing to put on a vegetable tray like that too. But this one here, we're going to be serving them hot. So I'm going to go ahead and spray these with a little bit of olive oil. Yeah. And then we're going to take some salt, sprinkle the salt on there. Right. And I'm going to do some white pepper. Now you could do fresh garlic, which I normally would use here, but just for ease here, we're going to do just some granulated garlic. And we'll just go ahead and toss all that. Toss that together here like this.
Any more?
We're going to do more olive oil on there if you want to spray that. Okay, a little bit more. Just get everything there. Okay, perfect, perfect. And I'll put a little more salt.
How easy is this? And what a great nutritional dinner that you'll be able to make like this.
And the garlic. Now we'll pull
another
tray out of the fryer. Yep. And what I want to do with these is just, first of all, I want to spray this.
Just the pan?
Spray that. Okay. Spray that. Really good. Kind of back a little bit so it gets all of it up higher. But you can't. There you go. It's got to get down in there. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. You can't tip it too much, otherwise it doesn't get it. There we go. Perfect. That's good.
Learning how to pump the air sprayer.
Now, you want to help me here? We're going to put all of these, the cut side down.
Okay.
Cut side down.
Do that.
Cut side down. We'll put all of those.
Now, why the cut side down?
Well, because you want them to cook evenly.
Okay.
So about halfway through, we're going to put all of them, turn them all over, so they'll be the other way. And that way the Brussels sprouts cook most evenly. And yet, if you have to stack a little bit on top, that's fine.
So in air frying, is that one of the protocols? Is that what you do on one side, you need to do on the other, right?
Yeah, you pretty much, most of the things with air frying, in the middle of the cooking process, you want to turn them.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put that one in there. Put that on this level right here. Well, I might have to go that down one.
Should we just pull out that other tray?
Nope, 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 nope.
You got
Right
that.
there we go.
There we go.
Okay, and we're going to close that. So we have the steaks in there. The steaks were set for 15 minutes, and then we're going to do another 15 minutes just for the Brussels sprouts. So the steaks will probably be done before the Brussels sprouts are done, but real close. So we'll take that and we'll put those on the plates, and then we'll do the Brussels sprouts right after
We
that.
don't need to spray anymore. Now it's already just on the cooking.
Everything
time,
is ready.
correct?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so we're going to wait and have these finished
15
up.
minutes, and then we'll come back.
Perfect. The real level of success of any cooking is the aroma. My mouth is watering so much. Mark, what do we have going on?
Okay, we're ready to pull out the Brussels sprouts. Look at those. Look
my
at those
goodness.
Brussels sprouts. And look at our pink peppercorn steak.
Hanger
Oh my
steak, right? And
Hanger
look
steak.
how juicy that they are.
Okay, I'm going to
Put that
yeah,
here.
I'm going to put it right here. Right.
There you go, side
Okay,
by
we
side.
can probably just cut
Slide
it
that
right
over.
from here. So
Okay.
what I'm going to do here now
Here's
is
some steak,
take
nice.
some of these Brussels sprouts. I'm going to put it on all 4 plates here. We have 4 plates here because we got Bill and me and our producers. They're all in.
So really what we're
for
doing is that we're
a
showing here is
treat.
like you can make dinner for 4, if not great leftovers, right?
Ah, exactly. Okay, so
Wow.
vegetables here. Look at those Brussels sprouts. Don't those look great?
They do. They do.
Just starting to char just a little bit. And if they get a little bit more than that, that's fine. I like mine a little crunchy, but if you like them a little more, you can cook them just a little bit longer, and they're going to get a little charred, but it doesn't matter if they're charred. They're still going to be good.
What a great balanced meal as well, too, because, you know, sometimes we tend to overeat. And you really, when you have a quality ingredient, to have a protein and a vegetable, that's dinner, right?
Exactly, exactly. So we're going to take those, remember those wonderful pink peppercorns?
Yes.
Look at those.
Look how juicy that is. I mean, you
Completely
can just
covered there. I'm
see-
going to put that
yeah.
right back in here.
Yeah, you can just see the level of what. Can I cut this open right here?
Oh, no, I want to do it
The other way,
I want it-
right?
absolutely.
Hanger
Yep,
steaks,
yep,
you
yep,
have
okay,
to-
All right. So we want to do it like this here. I'm going to cut this into strips like this. You know what? I need a better steak. A better knife here. There we go.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. And it's more of a medium rare as well too, which is the best part. It's, you know, a steak, and as you know, even pork, you've assessed that to overcook a protein is sacrilegious, right? I mean, wow, look
Look
at
at
the tender and the juiciness of this hanger steak.
It is, I think, by far the best cut in the cow. So better than beef tenderloin, because beef tenderloin sometimes is just a little bit too much, too lean, that it just doesn't have the great flavor. It doesn't have enough fat in it. This has just the right. I'm going to do the other one.
Okay.
Just the right amount of fat in. I'll lay them down this way here so
you
that
can
you can
really
see.
see.
Yeah, you wouldn't normally serve them that way, but that'll be fine. And then we'll just put a little bit of that sauce right on top of each one of those. Look at that.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay.
And this peppercorn is going to give it some great flavor. You can just see the beauty of the execution of this wonderful protein.
Okay, there we go. Now,
All right.
you know, you can go and do some decoration here with some garnishes, but this is just, we're doing it this way here just so you can see what the food is just by itself without anything
And what's
else.
the best way to know that we did the job?
Taste it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll
I'm
wait
gonna
for
do that.
you.
Now I'm going to do this right here.
My mouth
Whoops.
is watering. Look at this beautiful piece right here.
Okay.
Again, the juiciness. Here we go. Ready?
Really taste the pepper in it, don't you?
Wow. So good.
I
So
gotta have one of these
tender.
Brussels sprouts too.
And I think, again, what a great way to take a protein vegetable and make a wonderful dinner. And I think this is the art of air frying. So Mark, in the Viva la Vida mode, the recipe of life, I think this recipe hit the mark.